Good morning, Shimotsu Elementary, and welcome to another episode of Shimotsu News, unfolding stories every Monday morning. I'm Hugo Montemayor.
And I'm Isaiah Fausto. With us today, we have Pablo Quintanilla reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and Carissa Ames reciting the Texas Pledge.
Please rise and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated.
As always, we want to hear about all the good things happening in your life.
Here's good things.
One good thing is I have a basketball game today.
I played with my brother. Today I go to the fishing.
I have my first volleyball game this Friday.
I went to see Paddington and my tooth is growing. I like cleaning my classroom with my friends and I like cleaning trash to help the world.
Fui a Japón.
A good thing is that my mom's doing dinner today.
One good thing is it's my birthday.
I went to see Paddington.
A good thing is that my puppy finally came home.
I hope you're hungry because this week's lunch menu is delicious.
On Monday, we have cereal for breakfast and chicken sandwich or uncrustable fruit bucks for lunch. On Tuesday, we have blueberry muffin for breakfast and lemon pepper chicken or grilled ham and cheese for lunch. On Wednesday, we have pancake wrap for breakfast or macho nachos or grilled ham and cheese for lunch. On Thursday, we have benefit breakfast bars for breakfast and mandarin orange chicken or grilled ham and cheese for lunch. And on Friday, we have morning sausage roll for breakfast or pizza for lunch.
Presenting this week's birthdays is Maria Ofaril.
Please join me in singing happy birthday.
Happy, happy birthday from Shimotsu News. I hope you have a good day from all of us to you. Yay!
This week is Dr. Seuss Read Across America Week. I'm sure we're all familiar with The Cat in the Hat and The Grinch, but Dr. Seuss is much more than that.
Do you know who wrote books like The Cat in the Hat, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? If you said Dr. Seuss, you're absolutely right. Dr. Seuss was born in Springfield, Massachusetts on March 2nd, 1904. His real name was Theodore Seuss Geisel. When he was a child, his mother used to make up rhymes based on pie flavors to entertain him. Later in his life, Dr. Seuss would say that his love of rhyme came from his mom. Did you know that Dr. Seuss wasn't really a doctor? In fact, the only reason he went by the name doctor was because his dad wanted him to become one. But lucky for us, he became a writer instead. Before becoming famous, Theodore wrote advertisements for different companies. He was also an illustrator and a poet. He created political cartoons and made some animated films as well. Even though Theodore was a very creative person, the first book he published was turned down 27 times. But he never gave up. Eventually, his hard work paid off, and his book was published in 1937. Here are 3 things you might not have known about some of Dr. Seuss's books. The Cat in the Hat only uses 236 simple vocabulary words. It was one of his most successful books and was also made into a movie. Seuss's editor bet him that he couldn't write a book using even less words than that. So, Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham. It only contains 50 different words. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was published in 1957. Dr. Seuss said the Grinch character was based on himself. He thought that he needed to get some Christmas spirit back, so he wrote the book to help him do that. In 1966, that book was made into an animated movie. It has since been remade a few different times. 24 years after Dr. Seuss died, a manuscript and sketches were found by the author's widow in their home. The book was called What Pet Should I Get? And was published in 2015. In all, Dr. Seuss wrote and illustrated over 60 children's books. They have been translated into many different languages. Though he loved to write children's books, Dr. Seuss never had any children of his own. But he spent his life helping children all over the world gain a love of reading. Dr. Seuss died on September 24, 1991. A special event is held in his honor every year. It is on March 2nd, which is also his birthday. The event is known as Read Across America Day. It is a day for people to focus on the importance of reading. Before we end, here's a poem we wrote to honor Dr. Seuss. A famous man you surely know. Have you read his book? Oh, the places you'll go. He was called a doctor, but didn't heal anyone, except through laughter and a whole lot of fun. A famous writer with over 60 books. You've probably read one in a cozy nook. Have you tried his breakfast of green eggs and ham? Or met his good friend, Sam I Am? Have you heard of some troublemakers, Thing 1 and Thing 2? Or of a lovable elephant, Horton Hears a Who? At Christmas, some traditions include his Grinch, a green fellow who stole all of Christmas, every inch. Though he never had any children of his own, he spent his life making very many feel at home.
This week, we celebrate these amazing stories by dressing up every day. On Monday, hats off to reading. Don't forget to register for the readathon and wear your favorite hat.
On Tuesday, celebrate diversity. Read books exploring different cultures and come dressed in something that represents your culture and family.
On Wednesday, cozy up and read. Read books that celebrate how unique you are and wear your comfy clothes or PJs that make you feel like you.
On Thursday, all the places you'll go. Reading makes our futures bright, just like what you want to be when you grow up or in your favorite college shirt.
On Friday, reading builds character. Celebrate reading and dress up as your favorite Dr. Seuss or other book character.
Now let's look back at the memories made last week. That's a wrap for this week's Shimotsu News. And remember,
Excellence every day, that's the Shimotsu way.